Hi, and welcome to a very cool sports podcast. It's me, your host, Mitchel Adamson, here with my co host, David Downie.
All right, guys. So basically, what we have here today, the NBA preseason. Well, things are heating up for the NBA, but they announced that preseason is going to be happening soon. The Celtics' first game is on December 15th,
Yep.
which is only a couple weeks away.
Yep. Preseason first game, December 11th. For
I thought it was. Oh, what team is that for?
I'm not sure. What? Oh,
Oh,
shit.
but the first preseason game is the 11th.
Yeah. And preseason is 11th through 19th. And then the NBA actual season will start December 22nd.
It's a nice Christmas present
Yep.
for
Right.
NBA fans.
Yeah. And speaking of the NBA, Gordon Hayward and the Celtics are still working on a sign and trade for the Hornets. But the Hornets do need a third team so that team can pick up Nick Batum's contract, unfortunately. So this probably won't ever happen, but we'll see.
Is Gordon Hayward still negotiating with the Celtics?
I think it's more just on the Hornets end because they need a third team. So trying to
Oh,
find that.
I
But
see.
I think, yeah. Well, the Celtics are going to get something out of it, I believe.
Yeah.
I hope.
I don't know why they didn't trade Gordon Hayward. He has a lot of value,
Yes.
but
I don't know about a lot, but because of fat
he has.
contract.
Well, he has. He doesn't have no value.
Yeah.
He's a big name. He's not as good as he was, but he's
He's
still.
Gordon Hayward.
They could have got something for him.
Yeah. I'm glad they picked up Tristan Thompson and Jeff Teague, though. I think it was two
Yeah.
pretty good pickups. Um,
Speaking of the NBA, Charles Barkley and Phil Mickelson. They won the match against Peyton Manning and Steph Curry.
yes. I feel like once Phil Mickelson was chosen to be on one team, I felt like it was over for the other team. But
Yes, but you know, Peyton Manning's a pretty good golfer.
Yeah, Steph Curry's not bad himself.
But Phil Mickelson is top tier, top-notch golfer.
Phil Mickelson does it for money, unlike the other two.
Yeah, he's a professional.
Yes, that's the word.
I would not. Steph Curry is. I don't know what he does, but he's not a golfer. He's just some guy. He doesn't do anything.
No, might shoot sometimes at the park.
Yeah, I don't think Peyton Manning is famous for any reason at all either.
Saw him in a commercial once, I think.
Oh, he just does commercials?
Yeah.
I think he's just a nationwide spokesperson. I don't think he's ever done anything related to any kind of sports.
No, he's a loser.
Yeah, he kind of is. So is Charles Barkley.
Oh my gosh.
Charles Barkley's golf swing is the stuff of legend.
I'm just glad it wasn't like it was years ago.
Yeah, he has fixed his atrocity of a golf swing, but
Jesus.
you know.
I think when I was 7 years old, my clean was a little more soothing than that.
I occasionally play golf, and I'm no Tiger Woods, but
yeah,
my swing doesn't look like garbage.
No, oh my god, there's so much wrong. He stops, goes downwards, and hits the ball straight to the right.
He said something about it a while ago. He said, well, like when he was learning how to play golf, his instructor told him to pause in the middle of it so he could see the ball better, and then he just kept doing it. He did it all the time.
That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my gosh.
It's a true story. He actually said that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's the thing that happened. Charles Barkley, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. All right. And since Peyton Manning's not really doing much nowadays, maybe he can go play for the Broncos, considering they have no quarterbacks to play today.
The gosh darn COVID ruining the Broncos depth chart.
Yeah, well, they didn't ruin much. I mean, it's Drew Lock, so.
Yeah, I would say they tried to get their assistant coach to start a quarterback, but the NFL shot it down.
Oh, the NFL should have allowed that.
That would have been fun to watch. Just some coach. He's probably like mid to late 30s, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know who it was, but he's probably a younger. He's middle aged for a football guy.
Yeah. That would have been. See, I don't think I would ever watch a Broncos game this season just because they're horrible, unless they're playing the Patriots. But this is a game that I might actually watch just
Well,
because
they
I.
beat the Patriots, so.
Oh yeah, okay. Forget what I
But
just said.
they
Yeah, you're right.
they signed some. Didn't they sign a practice squad player? I think they did.
Darn it. I was hoping they'd put in some wide receiver or something, maybe Jerry Judy.
Well, a lot of teams have people that like
Played quarterback
played
at some
quarterback
point,
at some point.
like
Yeah,
the Patriots. I think they've probably drafted every single one of them that came out of the draft in the last 10 years.
like if the Patriots were in this situation,
Yeah,
which
Julian Edelman, Jacoby Myers.
if Julian Edelman was healthy, they could have him because he played
hmm
in college, right?
hmm
Yeah, I don't know if Jacoby Myers played in college, but
He
he definitely did in
played in
high
high
school.
school. Yeah,
So they could have either of them play.
both of them have actually proven themselves to throw a pretty good ball.
Yeah,
Occasionally.
that's true. Julian Edelman knows how to throw a football.
Yes, like a lot
Jacoby
of other
Myers has
people.
only done it once in a game situation.
Yes, yes.
Patriots have a $350,000 fine from the NFL for violating COVID guidelines. Of course they do.
Yes. Of course. I mean, most teams have it now.
Not as bad as the Saints though.
No,
700 G's and they lost their 7th round pick,
that's
which it's not like 7th round pick. I mean, it could make or break their lives, the lives of the Saints forever.
yeah. You never know. You never know.
Like Tom Brady was a 6th round pick.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good point.
You really never know.
You don't.
But these hasn't been that many legendary late round picks,
No.
so it's not a huge deal. But like, still losing any kind of draft pick is
Money and a pick. That's no.
well in the NFL. 700,000 is really not that much in the scheme of things.
No, not really. Actually, I mean, for the Patriots, if the Patriots were to lose 700 grand, I mean, even 300 grand for the Patriots, it kind of hurts them because they don't have the most cap space.
That's true.
But 700 to the Saints, I don't think is incredibly that much.
I feel like the Saints are probably bringing in more money though because they're doing better.
Yeah.
But so anyway, NFL Lions have fired Matt Patricia and their general manager Bob Quinn.
Yep.
Which I think that was a long time coming.
Yeah, Matt Patricia.
As much as I like Matt Patricia, he was a former Patriots person. But
yeah. Also, after once they got fired, a lot of the Lions fans went and thanked Deshaun Watson by donating to his charity because of the Texans absolutely whooped the Lions in the game before. And that's
so funny.
Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn got fired.
Imagine being Matt Patricia when that happens.
Oh my god! Actually, who cares? He made millions of dollars. I'm probably like, well, whatever.
That's true. It's just another day for him. He could retire now and be fine.
Yeah.
Was he? He was a defensive coordinator on the Patriots, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think he's a head coach. He's not really head coach material. No. But he was good when he was on the Patriots. He ran the defense well, and I think he should probably find something like that on another team.
Yeah. Do you think, speaking of like Patriots defensive coordinators becoming head coaches, Brian Flores?
Oh yeah, he's doing really well in the Dolphins.
Yeah, I thought he would be the same thing as Matt Patricia and just be like mediocre to bad, because he didn't have a huge amount of like not head coaching, but like higher level coaching experience, like coaching a whole defense.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to their defense. I mean, actually, that's not true. They got a couple good players, but they also got rid of some players last year, so they could move. Like they got, did they get rid of Minka Fitzpatrick last year? Or was that the year before? I don't know. I think it was last year, but still, anyway, they got rid of him. But they got Kyle Van Noy. Mm-hmm. I feel like all the Patriots players, they either get traded to the Lions or the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's the only place they go. Literally, Danny Amendola is on the Lions. Matt Patricia went to the Lions. Brian Flores went to the Dolphins. Kyle
Wasn't
Van Noy to the
wasn't
Dolphins.
wasn't Danny Amendola on the Dolphins at some point in his career? I might be lying. I might be
I don't think
lying.
so. I would want to go to Dolphins now from the Patriots. The
Yeah,
fact that that's an improvement now, ugh,
it's disgusting to hear.
I don't understand like why the Dolphins defense got so good.
I just think Brian Flores knows a lot about defense. Flores knows a lot about defense.
He does. He has. I feel like him coaching with Bill Belichick definitely helped.
Mm. Yeah, most definitely. And being behind Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia's not the best, but you can learn
He's
things.
not a head coach, but they both. Everyone who's ever coached on the Patriots has defensive minds. Who's like high up, you know?
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, Brian Flores, and Matt Patricia, both really good at defense, which probably doesn't help Matt Patricia because he's not as good as running an offense.
No.
Which isn't good for the Lions. Matt Stafford is. I feel bad for him.
I do. He's an underrated quarterback. He is.
He's so underrated.
I saw him throw the other day on social media, and he just sidearm whipped it, and it was like Tom Brady's hardest throw he could muster up this season.
Yeah,
a sidearm like flip.
If Patrick Mahomes, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the video. If Patrick Mahomes did it, it would have been top 10 for the next 8 years.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate.
SportsCenter would have posted it three times in 8 different angles.
That's the way professional sports are these days.
Mm-hmm. If you're flashy,
Patrick Mahomes is the poster boy for the NFL. Which I'm not saying he's bad, but still, he's
a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback, but
Matt Stafford's also a good quarterback, but he doesn't go like doing commercials or throwing no look throws.
Yeah, Matt Stafford does not do any State Farm commercials.
Yeah, it's very fundamental.
Which Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes both do. They've been in commercials together with Jake from State Farm.
This is true.
The Aaron Rodgers rate.
Actually, we're gonna switch up the topic completely here. Last night was the pay-per-view match of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., including a fight between Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. And unfortunately for Nate Robinson, that went south very fast in the second round.
I would say it went south of south.
Literally,
I'll
Nate
be
Robinson
honest.
Went south. He hit the ground, going southward.
He just went down. I'll be honest. I didn't watch the fight live because I think I'm justified in not wanting to spend actual money, to see Jake Paul do anything.
Yeah, no, I got it for the Mike Tyson fight, but I really wanted Nate Robinson to win just because
I hate Jake Paul. I can't even begin to stress how little I care about Jake Paul and his boxing career, which is why I didn't spend money on the fight.
According to Jake Paul during his interviews, which was probably one of the worst interviews I've ever seen in my life, he's starting a music career about rap. Or
why?
He's rapping apparently. Jake Paul.
Like what is he doing?
The kid out of Ohio is rapping.
Yes, I don't like that. But the Mike Tyson fight with Roy Jones was a draw.
Yeah, Mike Tyson clearly won that fight. Like there's
contest. Definitely. I don't know why they made had it end in a draw.
Well, I know why. It's because they don't want. It's 2 old men. They don't want them beating up on each other. I think before the fight they had like some sort of verbal agreement from both parties to say like, hey, just get the bag.
It's like the Pro Bowl. It's literally the Pro Bowl of fights. They don't try that much, but there's still people who are going to be stupid enough to watch it.
Yeah.
Like I get Mike Tyson fighting again is a big deal. He's 80 years old, but
54.
I don't know. That's pretty close to 80.
Yeah, 6 years off.
6.5.
Sorry. But I was just so anxious. I just wanted Mike Tyson to throw that right hook, and he just threw it. But he did say he wanted to continue fighting, though. So hopefully there's more times he can, get it loaded back up and just, hit somebody.
I hope so. I want to see him fight again.
Yeah.
But, he's getting up there in the age.
I think he still has it in him. I mean, the training videos were obnoxious. I heard when I
He
was
does.
listening to
Yeah.
commentators, um, excuse me, they said that Mike Tyson's one of his trainers who were like taking the shots from him had to get surgery on his shoulder because it dislocated or something like that when he was sparring with him.
The other thing too is he's still a pretty big guy. He's
Yeah, he dropped
a
100
large
pounds
human.
for this fight.
Did he really?
Yes, the
He
before
dropped 100 pounds. He was
100
100 pounds
pounds,
heavier.
100 pounds.
Wow.
He looked
How
like
old is Roy Jones?
51.
Oh, so they're around the same
Roy
age.
Jones Jr. actually his last fight was in 2018.
Really?
Yeah, so he had still been, but Roy Jones Jr. was like out of breath. He looked
Oh
bad.
yeah, I think he's more out of shape, honestly.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. Oh, he looked like a short Charles Barkley before this fight.
he was he was rather chunky,
Yes,
on the chunky side. I can't. That's 100 pounds. Wow, I still can't believe that.
that's incredible. That is
It
amazing
is.
for a guy 54 years old, or I guess 53 to 54 years old, losing 100 pounds for a fight to be a draw.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to really do anything. He's rich and famous. He just
Yeah,
like it's easy for him.
and Mike Tyson's mentality is actually looking much better than what it was when he was first fighting. He wasn't trying to bite anybody. He was actually he punched Roy Jones Jr. after the bell had rung, and he actually like said sorry or like shook his hand. He didn't.
Back in the day, Mike Tyson would try to kill him.
Yeah, he didn't try to rip his leg off.
I think that's a good thing. That's a
Yeah,
step in the right direction.
it is. It is a step
Good
in the
on
right
you,
direction.
Mike. Good job. I'm proud.
Good job, Mike. But can we just go back to the Jake Paul fight for a second? As
Oh
much as
my
I hate Jake
gosh.
Paul, as much as I dislike Jake Paul, I'm not gonna use the word hate. As much as I dislike Jake Paul,
Oh no, I would use the word hate. I don't like him.
yeah, I hate Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Anyway,
Stupid
Nate
idiot.
Robinson had no clue what he was doing, and it showed. His
Yeah.
experience was much different. Nate Robinson looked like he was still at a Seattle Seahawks tryout. He was just trying to tackle him.
Yeah, but if you're Nate Robinson, you just can't be doing that.
No. Mm-mm.
If I was him, I would say, no thanks. I'm
His
okay.
I'm sorry, but his reputation has gone much lower.
Yes, his reputation is down in a ditch somewhere.
A lot of NBA players were actually tweeting saying that was not a representation of the NBA. We do not claim him. I thought that was so funny.
Well, I would, if I was in the NBA, I would kind of be saying the same
absolutely.
thing. Who does that?
I think also I saw NBA players were tweeting they want James Johnson to fight Jake Paul. Do you know who James Johnson is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he actually has a 7-0 MMA record in amateur. So I mean,
I would love to see Jake Paul get his bell rung.
oh,
But okay, here's the thing though. If you're Jake Paul, yeah, you can do whatever. Nobody likes him anyway.
Yeah.
So people can hate all they want. But if you're Nate Robinson, if you're an NBA player with a decent
NBA player.
with a good reputation, you can't be doing that.
No, it's like he just didn't have the experience going to that fight to fight somebody with that experience.
I wouldn't go so far to say Jake Paul's experience, but he definitely is.
He has more.
He has a lot more than Nate Robinson. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul next week. That would be. I want to see that.
I would enjoy the hell out of that. Oh my
Okay,
god.
imagine this. Mike Tyson in his prime. If we could go back in time, steal Mike Tyson out of his prime, bring him back to today's world, and have him fight Jake Paul. Just show him a clip of Jake Paul doing anything, and he would get fired up.
I would pay.
And want to.
Oh my god.
That's something I would pay to see.
Yes, I'd pay any amount. Name a price. All right, a little technical difficulty. That's all right though. But I just watching that fight, it just made me want to see Mike Tyson absolutely just wail into somebody, like in a boxing ring.
Yeah, not just on the street. That'd be bad.
No, I don't want that. But
you're like Rocky V at the end there.
But I want Mike Tyson to actually try in a fight.
Yeah,
Like Mike
I don't
Tyson
want
literally
I don't want
wasn't.
a Pro Bowl fight with Mike Tyson. I want
No,
a real deal, you know.
Mike Tyson wasn't even breathing hard. At the end of the fight, he wasn't even breathing hard. It was
Like,
insane. He was breathing through his nose into the fifth round.
yeah, the fact that he dropped 100 pounds for that is kind of disappointing, honestly. But
Yeah, I mean, good on him, but
come on.
it ended up being a draw. But
I think that's just like leading up to Mike Tyson's next fight, which you know there's going to be a next fight.
oh,
He's going to
absolutely,
do it again.
absolutely. He even said on his next fight he wants Roy Jones Jr. to be on the card. I don't think Roy Jones Jr. is going to do that, but actually, a conversation I had with my father last night watching the fight. Do you think this is kind of a weird question, but you think just take 5 like middle-aged men off the street and then just like put him on Mike Tyson like a street fight? Who would win, Mike Tyson or the 5 regular guys?
Oh man, just 5 random guys off the
5
street.
random guys,
5 Mike Tyson aged guys, or like
middle-aged men. No, Mike Tyson. Yeah, Mike Tyson now and just 5 middle-aged men, like 30s, 40s.
current Mike Tyson versus 5 40-ish year old men.
Yes.
Huh. Well, you have to take into account. Do any of these 5 men have backgrounds in fighting?
Let's say no. They just like had.
Let's say no.
Yeah, let's say no.
I think Mike Tyson would struggle, but in the end, he would probably come out on top.
I think Mike Tyson wouldn't even struggle. I think.
I don't know. 5 against 1.
I don't know. I think because let's just say the 5 guys all came at once throwing punches. Mike Tyson literally just focuses on one guy at a time and just lands one. He has to take probably around like 10 to 20 punches.
Is there rules in this fight?
No.
Anything goes.
It's on the
No.
street.
Okay, prison rules. Gotcha.
Well, we're not in prison, but okay.
Street rules, but with prison rules instead on
All
the
right.
street. I'm gonna say, I don't know. That's a tough one because like they can kick people.
That's
They
true.
could grab. They could grab
can
Mike
tackle.
Tyson's neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could just like pound his head on the
yeah,
wall.
I guess if they got him on the ground, I think it'd be a little. I think Mike Tyson probably.
Some guy just one of the guys just throws Mike Tyson into the parking meter, hits his head, and that's the end of Mike Tyson.
I don't know if anyone's thrown Mike Tyson.
I don't think you've really thought about this as much as you think you have.
All right. That's a good point.
There's a lot of elements on the street there.
Oh, another one we thought of was the first fight of last night's pay-per-view. It was like two lightweight boxers. Actually, one is from Worcester. He lost though. So anyway, take those 2 guys, 2 lightweight boxers, both great fighters, versus Mike Tyson right now. Mike Tyson right now versus 2 lightweight boxers, like good lightweight boxers. I'm taking Mike Tyson.
I don't know because the 2 lightweight boxers are probably pretty.
They're pretty quick.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna dodge a lot of the.
A lot younger.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. I don't think a lightweight can take a Mike Tyson right hook, body or head.
That's the thing is he's no lightweight. Yeah.
He's a heavyweight.
That's
hands.
the only thing that makes it tough. Like if they were both heavyweight, yeah, easily they'd probably win.
Oh, no doubt, absolutely.
But the fact that they're lightweights, I don't know. That's a tough one.
So it makes it a good question.
Yes, I think Mike Tyson probably would come out on top if he was trying his absolute hardest. Like if he was going full Mike Tyson, I would say so.
But yeah, I just wanted to see Mike Tyson just rip into somebody. Like classic Mike Tyson, even if he has to bite someone's ear twice.
I don't want to see him bite someone's ear.
I kind of want to see him bite someone's ear. I'm okay with that. That'd be fun.
Just like, okay, I don't want to see him bite the ear off. Just like start chewing on it. Just a little nibble.
Oh my God, Mike Tyson is an absolute
Mike Tyson ear nibble.
Weirdo.
He's a weird guy.
Oh my God, the weirdest thing happened before the fight. It was during one of the interviews. I wasn't paying attention, but apparently the reporter, the interviewer, like asked some question and Mike Tyson responded with like at the end with like a hee hee. I swear to God, it was like a stupid laugh thing, and then he just left.
It's such a Mike Tyson thing to do.
Oh my God,
He's a weird guy.
he is. He's a funny guy though. He
Is
doesn't do.
pretty funny.
I don't think he like. I don't think he doesn't try to be funny, but
He's kind of like Marshawn Lynch.
yeah, yeah.
He's just kind of like, yeah. He doesn't really try to be funny. He just kind of is.
Yeah,
a little
he's
bit
himself,
strange,
but
yeah.
He's just funny.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. This has been a very cool sports podcast. Thanks for listening.
Hasta mañana.